What's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all, man? It's How to Get Rich with Tay. We back with another video, bro. Taking y'all shopping with Tay, man. They say pork is bad for you, bro, but everything good for you in moderation. We're gonna get this. $6, bro. $6 a pound of this. We're gonna get this one. Alright, y'all. So we looking at the beef. We got a lot of different options for beef. But since we're doing meal prep, y'all, all we really need is a pound. $6.74. Doesn't have to be the most expensive one. Doesn't have to be all this natural shit, bro. Just get about 2 pounds of this. If y'all really want to be a little more cost efficient and save more money, go to the ground turkey. Ground turkey is a little bit cheaper than ground beef, y'all. So we're gonna get a pound of ground turkey too. And all we need is just 1 pound. I don't really see much of it. Okay. Gonna get about a pound. And when you guys search for food, if you're trying to lose fat and gain muscle, bro, you want to get shit that got a lot of protein in it. So the higher amounts of protein is what you really are looking for. So we're gonna go with this. We're gonna get about 2 pounds of this ground turkey, about 2 pounds. Y'all can't forget about the chicken, bro. We need chicken too. I'm at Walmart right now. Walmart kind of pricey. I would suggest food for less, but when you're buying your meats, bro, specifically chicken, chicken legs, they're cool, but you want to mainly stick to these right here: chicken breasts, chicken tenderloins. You want to find shit like that. So I found this thin sliced breast. This is 1 pound for $5.22. So we're gonna. Sometimes, bro, y'all gotta do a little bit of searching, bro. You can't just grab whatever you see off the top. That's the only one I see for $5.22. We're gonna grab this, and we're gonna grab this, a pack of fillets. Pork is so good, y'all had to come back and grab some more. That's all we got for the meats. Shopping on a budget. Let's go grab some more shit. Alright, y'all. Now we on the carbs. Normally, I advise against eating bread. I'm not gonna lie. I advise against eating a lot of man-made foods. But if you are going to eat bread, I would suggest you eat protein bread. I'm not seeing protein bread here, so this week meal prep will not have protein bread, I guess. But yeah, bread is bad. If you are going to eat bread, try to mainly eat protein bread. Specifically this brand right here, Saluna, is a really good brand. I'm not seeing the protein right now though, so we're gonna find a different source for this week's meal prep. Alright, y'all, another important thing a lot of people miss out on is tea. I like tea personally, bro. I like green tea. I try to go for herbal teas, not a lot of teas with caffeine. Kind of defeats the purpose, so I'm gonna go with, I look for herbal green teas. That's like, in my choice, the best one. Also, it doesn't break your fast if you're fasting, so always try to read the box for anything it might have on it. Lemon and ginger herbal tea, boom. Get this. Alright, man, oatmeal. A lot of people eat oatmeal. Y'all know how I feel about eating man-made foods, but if you are gonna eat oatmeal, I would suggest eating something like this, protein oatmeal. I've tried this one before, it's pretty good. I had this in my last week meal prep. This week we are skipping over oatmeal, but if you guys do eat oatmeal, I would aim for protein oats. Alright, y'all, so I feel like in every meal prep, it should be at least some type of tuna, bro. I like tuna. It's low calories, has a good amount of protein, and it's pretty much a dense food. You can eat a lot of tuna in a small amount of time. So the brand I normally go for is Chicken of the Seas. Pretty good brand. Always try to include at least 1 or 2 of these in my meal prep. You guys can see pretty good numbers. calories or protein is pretty good. So we're gonna get a couple of these. Alright, y'all, had to double back. We are getting the protein oatmeal this week. Eggs is something that you're trying to meal prep, you're trying to get healthy, you're trying to lose weight, bro. You should always include eggs in your diet, bro. Me personally, I eat 7 eggs a day, bro. My meal prep consists of 7 eggs a day. I'm gonna show y'all the meal prep a little later, bro, but I just got 36 eggs for $4.32. Alright. Boom. Let's take the show on the road. Alright, y'all, with the milk, I normally drink oat milk for my meal prep. I'm not seeing it. Not really a preference. You know, if you can drink regular milk, drink regular milk. I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't drink regular milk, so I go with lactose free or oat milk. It's $2.89. Alright, y'all, so this is everything we got. Everything we got for a week of meal prep. And I guarantee you this is gonna be under $100. So $100 a week in meal prep, that's pretty cheap. But we're gonna find out soon. Look, man, $74. I told y'all, all that, a week of meal prep, under $100, bro. Under $100. Now I'm gonna go home and, almost broke it. I'm gonna go home and show y'all exactly how to prep that so that lasts you a week.
Okay.
Alright, y'all, so we just left Walmart. We spent $74. We got all this food right here, $74. We had a weekly budget of $100 every week. My bad, car behind me. We have a weekly budget of $100 a week, right? $100 a week. Maybe you can stretch it to 2 weeks, but $100 a week meal prep. Now I'm gonna go home and tell you guys how to exactly prep that meal so it lasts you actually a week. Alright, y'all, so this is everything we got for $74. That's everything we got. Now I'm gonna show y'all how to meal prep it. Alright, y'all, so the plan here mainly is, bro, like I was saying earlier, eggs are a staple. I eat about 7 eggs a day, so I'm gonna prep 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I eat 7 eggs a day. Protein, I take protein powder, protein plus greens. For all y'all that don't like vegetables, bro, this is, you feel me? That'll be good for you, bro. I even pushing that out. Oatmeal packets, you take one of these. Normally, I would have had my protein bread like I told you guys earlier, but this week, I'm trying to hit more of a keto week, so we cut that out. The goal is to have a pound of meat a day, so let's do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a week of meat. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the meal prep. I'll show y'all when it's done. One thing I forgot to add, y'all, ground turkey is less calories than ground beef. So for me, I do 2 packs of ground turkey, and that's technically my 1 pound ground beef. Alright, y'all, one more tip, man. Make sure you count the calories, bro. Don't just look at what I'm eating and be like, oh, I can eat it too. No, count the calories for your own specific goal. If you're trying to lose weight, find out your starting weight first and then calculate how many calories you need to lose weight. So I'm gonna calculate all this at the end and I'll give y'all numbers. Alright, y'all, so to put a face on the picture, this is what I eat for this week's meal prep. 7 eggs. The meat is gonna change daily. This is a pound of ground beef. I'll probably eat a pound of chicken tomorrow. Protein oatmeal, tuna, protein scoop, milk. That's all I eat in one day. The exact numbers without this alone is 1,070 calories, 130 grams of protein. So if you're trying to lose weight, maintain muscle, this is the base that I use every week. The eggs and tuna never change. The protein might change. That's the base. You add the meat in there, boom, there you go. Easy meal prep for the week.